Hi and welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to learn about postpositions, specifically local postpositions and those ones that express movements. So when we want to use a postposition in a sentence, we have to put all the words that refer to the postposition into the genitive case. Let's take a look at one example. Our first postposition is Edessä, means in front of. Here's one example. Koivu on talon edessä means a birch tree is in front of the house. So koivu is birch tree in English. Talon is the genitive case of the word talo, which means house, and it's standing here in the genitive case because it's followed by the postposition edessä, which means in front of. So let's repeat. Koivu on talon edessä. A birch tree is in front of the house. Our next one is Vieressä, which means next to. For example, kauppa on kuntosalin vieressä means the store is next to the gym. Kauppa means store and kuntosalin is the genitive case of the word kuntosali, which means gym. And it's standing here in the genitive case because it's followed by the postposition vieressä, which means next to. So let's repeat. Kauppa on kuntosalin vieressä. The store is next to the gym. Next one. Takana means behind. For example, puu on kesämökin takana means the tree is behind the summer cottage. Puu means tree and kesämökin is the genitive case of the word kesämökki, which means summer cottage, and it's standing here in the genitive case because it's followed by the postposition takana, which means behind. So let's repeat. Puu on kesämökin takana. The tree is behind the summer cottage. Next one. Päällä means on or on top of. For example, maitokannu on pöydän päällä means the milk jug is on the table. Maitokannu means milk jug. Then we carry on with pöydän, which is the genitive case of the word pöytä, which means table. And it's standing here in the genitive case because it's followed by the postposition päällä, which means on. So let's repeat. Maitokannu on pöydän päällä. The milk jug is on the table. Next one. Alla means under or beneath. Here's one example. Koira on tuolin alla means the dog is beneath the chair or the dog is under the chair. So let's go step by step. Koira means dog. Tuolin is the genitive case of the word tuoli, which means chair, standing here in the genitive case because it's followed by the postposition alla, which means under or beneath. So let's repeat. Koira on tuolin alla means the dog is beneath the chair. Next one. Vasemmalla puolella means on the left side and oikealla puolella means on the right side. Here's one example. Kirjan vasemmalla puolella on kännykkää ja kirjan oikealla puolella on sanakirja. Means on the left side of the book is a mobile phone and on the right side of the book is a dictionary. So, kirjan is the genitive case of the word kirja, which means book, and it's standing here in the genitive case because it's followed by vasemmalla puolella, which is a postposition meaning on the left side. Then we have kännykkä, which means mobile phone. Then we have again kirjan, genitive case of kirja, which means book, because it's followed by the second postposition oikealla puolella, meaning on the right side, and sanakirja means dictionary. So let's repeat. Kirjan vasemmalla puolella on kännykkä ja kirjan oikealla puolella on sanakirja. Means on the left side of the book is a mobile phone and on the right side of the book is a dictionary. Next postposition is yllä, which means above. Helsinkiin yllä on lentokone means above Helsinki is a plane. So Helsinkiin is the genitive case of the city Helsinki, and it's standing here in the genitive case because it's followed by the postposition yllä, which means above. on means is. It's the third person singular of the verb olla, which means to be. And then we have lentokone, which means plane. So let's repeat. Helsingin yllä on lentokone, meaning above Helsinki is a plane. Next one is keskellä, which means in the middle of. Here's one example. Vaasi on pöydän keskellä means the vase is in the middle of the table. So, vaasi means vase. Pöydän is the genitive case of the word pöytä, which means table, and it's standing here in the genitive case because it's followed by the postposition keskellä, which means in the middle of. Let's repeat. Vaasi on pöydän keskellä, meaning the vase is in the middle of the table. Next one. Välissä, meaning between. Sairaalan ja terveyskeskuksen välissä on apteekki. Means between the hospital and the health center is a pharmacy. So, sairaalan ja terveyskeskuksen are both standing here in the genitive case. The nominative forms are sairaala, which means hospital, and terveyskeskus, which means health center or healthcare center. Both of the words do stand in a genitive case because they're followed by the postposition välissä, which means between. Then we have on, which means is, third person singular of the verb olla, which means to be, and apteekki is pharmacy. So let's repeat. Sairaalan ja terveyskeskuksen välissä on apteekki. Between the hospital and the healthcare center is a pharmacy. Next one. Ympärillä means around. Let's take a look at one example. Kissat istuvat isoäidin ympärillä means the cats are sitting around the grandmother. So, kissat means the cats. It's the nominative plural of kissa, which means cat. And since we're talking here about a specific amount of cats, we need the nominative plural here. Istuvat means they sit. It's the third person plural of the verb istua, which means to sit. And we need the plural here because we want to say the cats are sitting, which is kissat istuvat. Then we have isoäidin, which is the genitive case of isoäiti, which means grandmother. And the grandmother is standing here in the genitive case because she's followed by the postposition ympärillä, which means around. So let's repeat. Kissat istuvat isoäidin ympärillä. The cats are sitting around the grandmother. Next one. Sisällä means inside. Kirjan sisällä on kirjanmerkki means inside the book is a bookmark. So, kirjan we already know, it's the genitive case of kirja because of the postposition sisällä, which means inside. On means is and kirjanmerkki means bookmark. So, let's repeat. Kirjan sisällä on kirjanmerkki. Inside the book is a bookmark. Then our next postposition is luona, which can mean at, by, near or close to. Here's one example. Aki on Pekan luona means Aki is at Pekka's. So, Aki is a Finnish male name. On means is, so Aki on means Aki is. Then we have Pekan, which is the genitive case of the name Pekka with two Ks. Don't forget, in the genitive case we have to follow the rules of the consonant gradation, which is also known as the KPT rules. So we have Pekan here, the genitive case of the name Pekka, because it's followed by the postposition luona, which means in this context at or by. So let's repeat. Aki on Pekan luona. Aki is at Pekka's. Next one, kanssa, which means with. For example, minä menen kirjastoon Pekan kanssa means I'm going to the library with Pekka. Minä menen means I go. Kirjastoon is the ilative case of the word kirjasto, which means library. We want to say to where we are going, so that is why we use the ilative case here. So, kirjastoon means in English to the library. Then we have Pekan kanssa, which means with Pekka. So Pekka is the genitive case of the name Pekka, standing here in the genitive case because Pekka is followed by the postposition kanssa, which means with. So let's repeat. Minä menen kirjastoon Pekan kanssa. I'm going to the library with Pekka. Next one is Ääressä, which means at. Here is one example. Aki istuu tietokoneen ääressä, means Aki is sitting at the computer. So Aki is a Finnish male name. Istuu means sits. It's the third person singular of the verb istua, which means to sit. And then we have tietokoneen, which is the genitive case of the word tietokone, which means computer, and it's standing here in the genitive case because it's followed by the postposition ääressä, which means at. So let's repeat. Aki istuu tietokoneen ääressä, means Aki is sitting at the computer. Our next one is ohi, which means past. Matti käveli teatterin ohi, means Matti went past the theater. So Matti käveli means Matti went. Käveli is the third person singular past tense of the verb kävellä, which means to walk. And then we have teatterin, which is the genitive case of the noun teatteri, which means theater. And the reason why we need the genitive case here is because teatteri is followed by the postposition ohi, which means past. So let's repeat. Matti käveli teatterin ohi. Matti went past the theater. Next one. Päässä means at a distance of. Here's one example. Kilometrin päässä on baari, means a kilometer away there is a bar. So kilometrin is the genitive case of the word kilometri, which means kilometer. Here it's standing in a genitive case because it's followed by the postposition päässä, which means in a distance of. And baari means bar. So let's repeat. Kilometrin päässä on baari, means a kilometer away there is a bar. Next one is edellä, meaning ahead of. Here's one example. Koira kävelee meidän edellä. The dog walks ahead of us. So koira means dog. Kävelee is the third person singular present tense of the verb kävellä, which means to walk. And meidän is the genitive plural of the personal pronoun me, which means we. Here we need the genitive case again because of the postposition edellä, which means ahead of. So let's repeat. Koira kävelee meidän edellä. The dog walks ahead of us. And then we have lähellä, means near or nearby. Brighton on Lontoon lähellä means Brighton is near London. So Brighton should be clear. On means is, and Lontoon is the genitive case of the city Lonto, which means London, and it's standing here in the genitive case because it's followed by the postposition lähellä, which means near or nearby. By the way, Brighton is only a little over 70 kilometers away from London, so that's why we say it's close to London. So let's repeat. Brighton on Lontoon lähellä, meaning Brighton is near London. That's it for the day. I hope you liked this video. If you did so and want to learn more Finnish, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day and see you next time.